Welcome back to Cycling Racing Lifestyle. Today we're taking a look at my completed elevation challenge. I did this a couple of hours ago. For those of you that have not heard of this is an hour of climbing. How many meters in an hour can you climb? Not like an Everest, which takes a long time. A lot of us don't have the time to put into an Everest and all of the logistics that come with it. But for an hour challenge is completely doable. Now, the aim is to find a climb that you can do repeats on, and how many meters of elevation can you do within that 1 hour. So it can't be one continuous climb, like finding one climb for 60 minutes. It has to be broken up, so you have to go up, down, and repeat. That's where the difficulty comes in, was to find a climb that you know that you can do repeats on without spiking your power and keep it relatively the same power per rep. I went out and found a local climb called Col de Bonnet, which is just near my home. The full climb is 3.3 kilometres long. The section that I did was 2.25 kilometres. It was 100 metres in elevation per rep. I started at roughly around about 9:15 this morning. The first rep that I did, we can see here, so it was 7 minutes and 59 seconds. Average power was 312. Cadence was 88. Average was 16.2 kilometres, and it's 2.16 kilometres. The next lap was 8 minutes 10 at 305 average and 15.9 kilometres an hour. The next was 302 average, 84 cadence, and 15.8 kilometres an hour. The next rep was 298, so there was a drop in power. Average cadence was 84 and 15.7 kilometres an hour. Now the fifth rep, which was definitely the hardest, the build up in the lactic acid in your legs. You're looking at the clock, and I definitely wanted to get this rep done, bomb down the hill, and then start my sixth rep. So this one's 8 minutes 6 seconds at 304, 87 cadence, 16.2 kilometres an hour. Now, this is my sixth rep, 2 minutes 48 at 323 watts. Average cadence was 81 and 16.1 kilometres an hour. So, and if we take a look for the 1 hour, my power was normalised with 281, 227 average. My average cadence was 85. My average speed was 23.1, which gave me an IF of 0.83. Now, going into this climb, I had one High5 slow release gel. I had 500ml drink bottle, which I'd finished by the fourth rep. The last straight, which was just up here, there was a slight headwind, which made it a little bit difficult. Certainly slowed my average speed down. You have to contend with cars, so if you're going to pick a road, try and pick a road which has less cars as possible. Of course, you have to turn around at the top and at the bottom, so you need to be careful of traffic then. Ideally, you would have someone down the bottom that can tell you if there is going to be cars coming or not. I didn't have that, so it is what it is. There was only a couple of times I was held up by cars, which was on the descent back to the start. Almost perfect weather conditions. I was riding my time UL team bike with 53.39 and 11.25 on the rear, some Vittoria tubulars, and on my head wheels. So I went for a very light setup. I didn't need it to make it, didn't need bigger gears. I'm very happy. I'm happy with my result. As soon as I finished, I thought I'm going to have another crack at this. My legs weren't feeling great this morning. They were a little bit tired and sore, but you can see that this elevation challenge is completely doable for anyone at all. And it is something fun to do. How many meters of climbing can you do in 1 hour? And surprisingly, the hour goes very quickly. Definitely that last rep really hurts. I couldn't go any faster. I couldn't go any slower. It was just trying to hold that consistent power. That's the main takeaway, is to find a climb you can consistently hold power on. You don't want to spike, and you don't want to spike up, you don't want to spike down. Consistent power. Also, knowing how many reps you think that you can do. I knew I can hold 300 watts. It was around about an 8-minute effort. I knew I could do that 4, 5 times. I knew the 5th time was going to be very difficult. So the 6th it was just a matter of running out time. Now, can I find enough time to complete a 6th? Well, it would be a matter of finding seconds over each attempt. I think that if I can average 310 watts per rep, I could definitely go a little bit faster on the downhill and I'd only be saving a handful of seconds, maybe 7 to 10 over the course of the hour, but they'd all add up. Ideally, I'd like to get out a sixth rep, certainly what I will be aiming for in the future. So if you've got an hour to spare and it's really good training, have a crack, find a local climb and just go, just going to do as many reps as I can in the hour. Anyways, you let me know how you go. Comment below if you like this video. If you don't like this video, comment as well. I'm going to head back out and get back out on the road.